Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we have a crazy video in the summers sent in by RyX88. I think that's how it's pronounced it. And maybe it's Rakes, but let me know down in the comments below if I got you correct. But either way, we've got a crazy performance to follow up the Yama performance from yesterday. This one is also going to come right down to the wire, and it is very, very exciting to watch at the end. So hopefully you guys are ready. We're going to have another fun game. Also, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who visited during the stream last night, and to those of you guys who helped raid both Opie's channel and Big J's channel. You guys really knocked it out of the park. Both of them were ecstatic. It was so wholesome to see their faces light up when you guys all got in a chat. So thank you guys so much. Like, I love helping the community. I really do. Like, one of my favorite things about World of Warships Legends is that it is such a small community. Yes, I mean, it would be nice if it was a bigger community to have more people watching the channel and stuff like that, but for real, like, I've been a part of this game since essentially the beginning, you know? And that's something that I can't really say about any other game. Like, yeah, I played the beta of World of Tanks console as well, so maybe I can say that about that game. But to be perfectly frank with you guys, like, it's a completely different feeling. World of Warships Legends versus World of Tanks console. And to be part of helping to grow the channel, grow the community for the game, and to see everybody's face light up tonight, and then on top of that, like, we've done so much to help so many channels. I've had, God, if you go back in time and look at all of the amount of support that we've generated for other people, it's one of my favorite things to do. I know what it's like to start your channel from nothing and put out good videos that you would love to watch, that you hope that do really well, and you just watch, you know, the numbers just trickle in, and you don't really get the thanks or the, you know, the viewership that you would necessarily like. And but yet you persevere through it, you know, because you enjoy doing what you're doing. And that is the one thing, as we take down an Atlanta with torpedoes, which is hilarious. But now we're free to engage this Kagero here, and this Kagero should be pretty much a guaranteed kill. I would like to see him go straight at this Kagero in a smoke screen, but as we're watching his game, and I do apologize to you for this, this one is going to be a lot more of a game where I talk about, you know, everything that's going on personally on the channel. Remember, this whole month is dedicated to us being on YouTube for 7 years. 7 years, guys. And the amount of support that you guys have given me and allowed me to reach out and help other people, I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I really do, honestly, appreciate everyone. We've done so much for so many people, whether it be coming together to get enough money, because, you know, I couldn't do it by myself, get enough money to go visit Battleship New Jersey to help support the museum there. You can see New Jersey is going out for dry dock in the near future, so, you know, part of keeping New Jersey open for everybody to visit, we were part of that. We as a community donated $1,000 to a museum for what we love. United States Navy, or any Navy ship. I don't have a choice. It's the United States for me because it's where I'm at. I don't get a chance to go out and visit very often anywhere else. Never actually left the country at this point. But it's a special thing to be a part of, man. Like, I don't think it can be undersold just how much you guys have done for this community. I know I get a bad rap. I get really competitive. I say a lot of dumb stuff during streams. I know I get called toxic. But at the end of the day, when the game is off, the game is over, I don't harbor any ill will towards anybody. Even people who maybe deserve a little bit of ill will. I've always tried to sweep that stuff under the rug. I try to help everybody as best I can. If you look at any of the major channels for World of Warships Legends, There isn't a single one out there that I haven't helped at one point or another. There's not a single one. PG Rapids and I did a collab where we did some video swaps back in the day. I don't think he actually ended up using my video, but I definitely ended up using his video. I think it was 340,000 damage in a Jean Bart on Greece, if I remember correctly. T-Bull, me and T-Bull did multiple video swaps early on. Zarkoon, Tactic Angel's probably the one that I haven't been able to get a hold of. But me and, you know, pretty much everybody else. Meta, I made this a thing for so long. Like, Meta and I didn't really like know what Meta was about. Like, I always kind of discounted Meta Jerk as the Kraken guy, you know? Like, it was just like, that was his shtick. He has the Krakens and that's it. But I didn't realize just how much work he puts into his videos for his editing and stuff like that when it comes to adding in the sound effects and making it more of like an old-timey radio show. Love it. It's so unique and it's so him. And getting to know Meta and Zarkoon and T-Bull and, I mean, Peak and Aaron and all the people through the years, man. Chili Games, like, I'm getting teared up just thinking about it. Like, you guys have brought so much to the community. Like, it's crazy. And it's all because of you guys. So, thank you guys so much for everything. I couldn't do this without you. And so, as we march towards 50,000 subscribers, yeah, we're probably not going to get it by the end of the year, and that's okay. It was a lofty goal. We set those goals because we want something to work towards, right? Oh my God, we just hit that guy at 12.5 kilometers away with a torpedo. The slowest torps in the world. That is so ridiculous. But anyway, like I was saying, like, I can't do this without you guys. And we set those goals. They're a lofty goal, right? Like, I knew when I set that goal that it was unlikely that we could make it happen, but you gotta try it, right? And you guys have gotten incredibly close to making that goal a reality. Right now, it's looking like it'll be probably February when we hit 50K. And I wanna start coming up with some ideas for what we should do for the 50K. Like, we gotta do something, right? Like, that's a huge milestone. But as you guys can see, we're gonna go ahead and start talking about the rest of this video. The team has the cap control, but we're losing on points. And we're losing on points because we're down on ships. And we're only one destroyer, a cruiser, and a battleship. They have 2 destroyers and 2 battleships. So as we climb out of the Alpha cap, we're heading towards the enemy Kansas over here. Kansas did take some damage here, which is good. And we do have a smoke screen between us and the Kansas, so hopefully we can get a permafire maybe, or something along those lines, help get rid of that Kansas, because we all know how strong the Kansas actually can be. But here, he's going to anticipate, knowing that Kansas was up against the island, he goes ahead and launches his torpedoes in the general direction of the enemy Kansas, because he's like, okay, well, the guy's got to go in reverse, right? So he's going to be in the neighborhood. By the time these torpedoes get to him, they'll have spread it out quite a bit. And so by that point, he's probably going to take a torpedo, and he was very low on health, so there's a good chance that he just ends up going down to the single torpedo. Now, he also noticed that the Moss was very low health, so he's circling back to try to get a hold of the enemy Moss. Kansas has healed and unfortunately gotten himself going forward again and going around the island, but the fact that he only sent 1 set of torpedoes means he's got more torps ready for a potential engagement. Now, Kansas does what Kansas does, and down goes the Miyoko, Dev Strike. And now we find ourselves in a 1 versus 4 scenario. We're heavily losing on points. There are 2 destroyers and 2 battleships looking to finish this game off. And so we've got to have everything, all our ducks in a row, and then some to pull this one, right? So he's dropping some zoning torps. He's not actually running twist and track or anything like that. You can see Kansas is actually heading in the direction. He placed these kind of blind, and the Kansas, if he maintains course, is going to run right into these. But the one downside is, like I said, not having the ability to know exactly where the enemy is rough. So not having twist and track or perceptive is hard. But the Summers has an insane alpha strike for a destroyer's guns, and he managed to easily take down the Moss. But not only that, he manages to land two torps on the Kansas as well and finish off the Kansas, picking up a double strike and picking up his 5th kill for the Kraken. So you gotta love that, right? And now this game is starting to feel a little bit more doable, but it's still a long shot, right? You still got a destroyer, you still got a battleship. It's too late in the game to try to get the caps. So he's in the same situation I was in yesterday, where he has no choice but to try to track down the enemy ships and murder them. Now he is spotted right now, which tells me that the enemy destroyer is doing something incredibly stupid, and that is unnecessarily putting himself at risk, just like the enemy Musashi did, just like all of those ships that we ran into yesterday. You can see there are shells coming in from the right, and I would expect that to be potentially the Colorado that's left. Could be the destroyer, but he goes widespread because he's just not sure exactly where they're going to be. And again, this is where twist and track or perceptive would come in real handy. It is actually the destroyer shooting at him. So throwing those torpedoes back there, he's going to actually turn back around. He knows that the destroyer is the most unlikely for him to catch up to, right? So if he can double back and get rid of this destroyer, then it's just a Colorado. And let's be honest, you don't need a whole lot of time to get rid of a Colorado. Now, the enemy destroyer puts himself in a position where he tries to capture the enemy our base. And while that is a decent idea, when you know that the enemy destroyer that is here is here, like, putting yourself in this situation makes no sense. Just run away. This is what we call winning harder, and we know that it's a bad idea, but people, oh my god, you especially can't put yourself in this situation when you got no hit points. So he takes a shot, he catches him but doesn't kill him, knocks out his engine, he's gonna turn out, it's just death. Like, you're gonna die. Like, you cannot win that engagement. And now we've gotten it down to just a single battleship left. We defended the cap, not that it really matters because points aren't going to be the issue at this point. But we have 8,400 hit points to take down a Colorado. And we only have 3 minutes to do it. So now, not only do we have to find the Colorado, but we have to find, hunt, and kill the Colorado. And once again, the enemy puts themselves in the perfect place to get yeeted. So, we're already detected. So it's full open season at this point, right? If you're already detected, there's no reason to hold your fire. He starts opening his guns up, and in this situation, in the destroyer, you have to make sure that you kill this battleship, right? You can't take the risk of him surviving. So you've just got to try and pray that RNG is on your side and that he doesn't get the railguns that he needs to smash you. And your little pop guns aren't going to do much here, but hopefully you set a fire and maybe he damage cons a single fire or something, and that allows you to get a permaflood. Now Colorado's actually going to do a decent job here, but notice that he puts some out ahead of the guy and then some behind the guy, forcing him into taking a torpedo. Like, you're not going to be able to get away with this. We're getting very, very lucky that the Colorado is missing a lot of these, but he almost gets away from these torpedoes. Colorado is a very agile battleship. I know it's slow, but it is very maneuverable. Most dreadnoughts are. And so you can see we are getting some shots here, and here I can only assume that the Colorado thought, okay, well, he's got two sets of torpedoes, so he's got no more torps. Or he just went for the home run here to hope that he gets the kill, and he almost pulls it off. As he fires the rear guns, he probably just needed to take a couple of milliseconds longer to aim that rear turret. But almost pulls it off. But unfortunately for the Colorado, our guy picks up not only the Kraken, and not only 7 kills, but a 7-kill solo warrior, Kraken Unleashed, double strike, first blood, Confederate, high caliber, and the Dev Strike to win the game. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, I will leave a link to this guy's YouTube channel. I'm not sure if he's uploading frequently, but he does have several videos, so maybe he would like you guys to come check it out as well. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.